Fantastic Mr. Fox is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I think it's one of Wes Anderson's best. Hello, and welcome back to the Sunny Side, a place to discuss film, television, games, all things storytelling, while being sincere, thought-provoking, and always staying on the sunny side. My name is Evan B. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are on day 6 of our Wes Anderson binge. All binge long, we've been going through Wes Anderson's filmography, discussing his directorial aesthetic, discussing storytelling, character, why does he like telling the stories he likes to tell, and just diving into everything we love about one of the greatest filmmakers of our current era. With that being said, let's dive in. We're talking about Fantastic Mr. Fox. I said up at the front, it's one of my favorites. I think this is a 5-star film, appointment viewing. I really don't have any notes. I was a big fan of this Roald Dahl book as a child. I was a big fan of Roald Dahl as a child. I was a voracious reader, and I loved his stories and his worlds. And I remember Fantastic Mr. Fox visibly. I can imagine myself sitting in a department store reading it when my mom is going shopping. That being said, it's really fun to see Wes Anderson's take on this because the book, and it's a very fairly good adaptation. It does the story well and all the beats are there, but Wes Anderson adds this beautiful hopelessness into it. And I mean, besides the fact that he's doing the stop motion and all of the animation, which I'll talk about in a bit, the fact that he gives, George Clooney's Mr. Fox character this sort of like, the overwhelmedness and this sort of complex emotion that he's working with his wife and his kids, and there's this great thing with the son and the nephew, and he's really going through this really interesting emotional change as he's providing for his family. And you have the antagonist and you have the found family, right? All the quirky characters coming together, and there's a fun propulsive plot in the middle of it, and I think the animation and backdrop serves so well to show what Wes Anderson loves. There are these high intensity crazy moments like the final act with the big jailbreak, and all that is so incredible. Then that there's the small moments, there's the moments in the pool, there's all these little tiny bits that just, they're breaths of fresh air. They are tiny miniature short novels within themselves, just in that moments, and spending time with Mr. Fox and Mr. Mole and all the people is great. Now, I do want to talk about the animation. I think it's fantastic. The stop motion animation is so cool. I've been such a fan of animation. I'm a student of it. Everything from, the original Walt Disney animations and stuff like this to the stuff that's going on in modern day on the cutting room floor. I just think it's all absolutely incredible. And the texture that you get from this stop motion animation mixed with Wes Anderson's aesthetic creates a world unlike you've ever seen. There's so much levels of detail, and there's so much levels of artistry. The artistry he's trying to create in real life in all of his movies, but he has such a handle on it. And to just make this perfect family, I really think it's a perfect movie. I think in terms of character, in terms of plot, in terms of feel,